It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the show. We got some new stuff. Starting out with the band.
You like that?
That's house members. I can't say house band. They get all bent.
Because they're not. It's the ruse.
Yeah, but they come here to practice and play. I can say house, but no.
Jalen, Megan, Josh, and Jose.
I know. You know Jose's name, huh? That's the ruse. You can pick them up on Spotify and Apple. Are they on Apple Tunes also?
Yes, they're on Apple also.
Yeah, on Apple's. Check it out. Be supportive, and if you need, they work for money.
They're not practicing at Josh's house, so they're not practicing here anymore, but you can find them anywhere you get your Apple, Spotify music. That was nice.
I figured out why. Megan was here, closer for her. That's why they came here. Now, okay. But yes, very nice. Sounded nice, very nice, very cool. Again, Spotify's called The Ruse.
The Ruse.
R-U-S-E?
R-U-S-E. Well, happy Friday to you.
Okay.
What a week it's been, I must say. Can you believe it's Friday already? I feel like this week went really, really super fast. Tuesday was when we had our 9-year anniversary party. A lot of great things happening. The crew has been on super speed doing their thing. Great morning. We had a meeting with Gen X on the phone, pushing out their new first-time offer promo. Anytime you can go on to GenX, GenixBeauty.com and put in promo code CAFE50, Brooklyn50, 50, for 50% off. And the new summer campaign is, don't forget your sunscreen, but rehydrate your skin, anti-aging, anti-brown spots. You know when you drive and the sun's beating down on your left arm and you sort of have a brown spot on this side of your face and on your hand? GenXBeauty.com combats all of that, as well as helps with puffy eyes, wrinkles, anti-aging, and then for the youthful glow like our crew members get, you can check that out as well.
That was called a driver's tan.
It's called a driver's brown spot.
A driver's tan, because you drive like this or like this, and the sun burns your left arm.
Yep, and left
In
side
Europe,
everything.
it's on the right arm.
There you go. So, Gen X is any side.
Now, I'm touching my crystal ball.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have? What other exciting news do we have?
We have a lot of exciting news. We've got Sinful Crêpes in the house, so you're going to find out why they've decided, instead of going for Freddie's Eiffel Tower nipple rings, why their mascot is the French Bulldog. So Sinful Crêpes, located on Gateway Boulevard. Careful. They are in the house. We're going to be talking about crepes, all kinds of crepes, from the royal breakfast to dessert crepes to everything in between. 4th of July is coming, and we're going to be doing a shoot there, live midday show next Thursday, July 3rd, right before the 4th of July. So you're going to come on out. Invitation will be in your inbox coming up. And then on July 10th, we're going to be at DeBill's and Art Gallery. We're going to be doing our Thursday night lineup. I'm not sure what we've titled it yet. I think it's, have we come up with a name?
Summer Showcase.
Summer Showcase.
And that's going to be where?
At DeBill's and Art Gallery on Thursday, July 10th, from 5 o'clock until whenever. So we're going to have all of our shows, from the Artist Loft, Making Money with Laura Sanders, All County, You and Your Doctor, as well as Soul Care. Plus, meet and greet, do some networking, have some fun. Maybe we'll pop a glass of wine or two, bring in some appetizers from Elizabetta's next door, and have some fun.
Excellent. I saw the pictures. I saw the videos. I saw the new videos that came in for Sinful Crêpes. Very nice place. And we got some exciting news about Sinful Crêpes. Something that nobody on our side knew was the Sinful Crêpes actually is franchising their business.
But you ever had, you had a restaurant?
Yes.
You did have a restaurant, didn't
Azul.
you? What kind of food?
French. Don't ask.
Did you ever make crepes?
No.
What'd you make?
I didn't make anything. I didn't even make French fries. I had chefs I had chefs that did it. My job was to bring people in.
Okay.
And I did that.
It was a French restaurant?
Yes,
In New
absolutely.
York?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was in Pelham Bay. It was unbelievable. And it had chandeliers, and it had all sorts of things going on in there. But the French was the food was French, and they had American stuff as well. It's a very challenging business.
The restaurant business is a very challenging business.
Because people change. One day your hamburger is the best, and the next day is not. So, but this is different because they're doing franchising. See, I never had the ability to do that with this restaurant because I wasn't the owner; I was part owner. And this availability, if you think of Cheesecake Factory, you think the Cheesecake Factory is desserts. That's how it started out 30 years ago. Cheesecake Factory does everything. Everything. And they do things that are on the menu and everything else. And here you can have all that and ask more. They even have this special, we're going to talk about this special $27 deal with champagne and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the royal. I tell you, I'm ready to go now.
We're going to hear all about that. But tonight, if you would like to join us, we are heading up to Mary Immaculate Church. You are all invited. We're going to see Jesus Christ Superstar, the musical, brought to you by Entract Theatrics. Jesus Christ Superstar, 2 performances. You can get your tickets at palmbeachtheater.org. I think I'm making them all crazy because all day I'm like, we need 2 more, we need 1 more, we need 2 more. So our small little group, we're now up to 10 people. Matinee tomorrow as well as on Sunday, or you can join us and the gang up there tonight at 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the reason I think everyone is so excited is because we had the honor of going to see the 50th anniversary showing of Jesus Christ Superstar, the movie, and Ted Neely was there in person. And that was a whole lot of fun. Our crew was there. They had their colors on. And then when we had the opportunity to interview the showcase, and the director actually trained at Little Palm Family Theater when he was 8 years old, pretty cool, and talked to him. And they love what we do for our crew. And a lot of their crew are interns and people that are learning the arts as well. So it's a great synergy between Amp Media Productions and their company.
So come on up and join us. Take a picture with Mona Lisa or G-Man or the
Jesus.
Polar Bear or
Jesus.
or him. With Jesus.
With Jesus.
With Jesus, except that he's a little bit higher. He floats. Other than that, we're all good to go.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, you want to go talk to Ava and Anthony about Sinful Crêpes?
Absolutely.
All right,
You got a lot of stuff here. Wait, let me see.
that's
the
because
Ouija
you've got
board
your
set.
crystal ball there.
Yes. This is really cool. You remember these back in the 90s? That's why they gave me this, because of the 90s party.
I don't know.
You
I
didn't
can't
have one
believe
of
that
these?
party's come and gone, and now we're on to our next event. Time is flying so fast. It's unbelievable. All right, so Sinful Crêpes. We had the honor and the pleasure of heading up there a couple weeks ago. We met the family behind the whole branding.
crew
We've
was
got
up there
Anthony and
yesterday.
Eva joining us, and their mascot is here also. So let's welcome them to the cafe.
Anthony the mascot. Anthony, how tall are you?
I'm actually 6'7".
You're the tallest mascot I've ever seen in my life. You're like Andre the Giant among mascots.
I'm on this smaller side of the spectrum.
All right, so give us some background as to how Sinful Crêpes came to be.
So Sinful Crêpes happened to be that initially we were expanding our first restaurant, and then we had an open space, and we thought to ourselves, why not bring something that we grew up with back in Europe and bring it here? So we decided on crepes, because in Europe crepes are very spread forward, and it was my mother's dream as well to have her own little restaurant. So we decided to build a creperie, and we decided not to be very, I guess, we try to be original by incorporating the French Bulldog, because we know that a lot of other French restaurants go with the style of the Eiffel Tower. So we decided to create this modern mixed with the old restaurant style.
But I think what makes Sinful Crêpes different is your variety of crepes. They're not just dessert crepes.
No.
You have everything.
That
Mom,
is true.
tell our mom, Eva, breakfast.
Because all people think that crepes are just sweet, just dessert, and we have savory crepe.
And you've
It's a
got-
very good deal for maybe breakfast, maybe lunch, why not?
No, I can't even decide. We were talking on the morning show. Which one would you have? Okay.
La
Freddie would have the croque madame, no doubt about it. Ham and cheese for you all the way?
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They got some other stuff in here. La Parisini? La Parisini?
La Parisienne.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the roast beef, Swiss cheese, mayo, or mustard. Wow.
Can be both.
What is cornichons?
Cornichons is very small pickles, little bit spicy.
And LTO is what?
Lettuce, tomatoes, and onions.
Oh, I'm all in. But this is, and then you put that inside a crepe.
Yes.
Is that what you do?
Yes, all of it goes inside the crepes.
And then do you put sweet stuff on it, or you just leave it like that and go? Or you could do whatever you want, I guess.
So the crepes depends. We do offer the choice where people can have a choice of a sauce on the side. However, as you mentioned with the La Parisienne, you have that ancient mustard and mayo inside the crepe. That way, you can add an additional sauce to, I guess, build to your taste. However, with the well-balanced flavors of, as you said, cheese, roast beef, cornichons, it gives it us, I guess, very specific taste of the crepe.
Now, when I have a meal like this, and if I want dessert afterwards, I have it already on the plate, yes? Or do I order a regular crepe of dessert? Because this is meal. This is a meal.
So when people come to us, they order a meal first, and then they're like, we're gonna wait on dessert, maybe next time. But once the desserts come out, they're shareable. We have the crepe, light fluffy crepe Saint-Savir with French vanilla custard and a jam of a choice. And then we also have our crepe creme brulee, which is flambéed in front of you on the table. That way you get the show element as well.
Holy
Who
smokes.
came up with the menu?
The menu, kdo přišel na menu?
Připravujeme každý den, vlastně těm lidem ho přizpůsobujeme, co se jim líbí.
Kdo to vymyslel, to jméno?
Takže každý den ho vymýšlíme. Spolupráce týmová.
So the menu is, we build it basically on daily basis. Even though our menu looks the same, it's every day there are few little like distinctions within the crepes. So it's basically how it's prepared that gives it also the flavor. So it will look the same, however, they are always elevated more. So you necessarily...
Je dobré říct, že hodně lidí se toho bojí, že když k nám přijdou, tak se bojí těch savory palačinek. Ale že se snažíme, vždycky se jich ptáme a snažíme se pochopit, co mají rádi, jestli mají rádi maso, salám, sýr a potom nějakým společným způsobem tu palačinku postavíme a jsou překvapení, že je to dobré.
So what my mother said here, we are able to, I guess, adjust to every person's flavor. Usually when people come in, they're afraid of the savory crepes. So we ask, what do you like? What is your taste profile? Would you like something more on the sweet side, savory? And then we can give our recommendations. So if they want more protein, we would recommend the cannibal crepe. If they like curry, we would recommend the La Petite Déj with our homemade curry sauce. If they want something taste of France, I would recommend them the Normandy, it is a mixture of flavors of candied apples, brie, so you get that nice sweetness and savoriness of the cheese.
Which is your favorite?
Personally, I would go with the burger.
The burger.
It is what it sounds like. Instead of the bun, you have a crepe, so you have cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. You get the prime Angus ground beef. You get caramelized onions. You get a nice ancho chipotle sauce inside. Tastes very well.
It sounds absolutely delicious. What's your number one selling crepe? I know you said breakfast is number one also.
So I would say number one selling crepes would be the crepe Normandy, as well as from our breakfast style, it would be the French breakfast, which the French breakfast is composed of an omelet style eggs with ham, cheese, bacon, potatoes, and mushrooms. You get a crepe on the side. You get a choice of a jam and honey mustard, as well as a side salad, which you can pair and try everything from the spectrum. You can pair the eggs with the crepe, and salad to get a savory. You can pair the crepe with the jam, try a sweet crepe. So that meal is something that everybody can build to their taste and experiment the full range of the menu.
And they're big. Your portions are quite large. So I'm
Yes,
thinking
yes,
you
they
could
are.
share a couple ideas, a couple crepes, share a dessert. Make the whole
Definitely.
experience. You also do catering.
We do. We also yes we do
Birthday
catering.
parties.
We do birthday parties. We
Baby
do
shower.
catering,
Baby showers.
baby showers. Pretty much, if you can dream it, we are able to make it.
Well, how do you do that? You'll go to people, their homes or where the event is, and you bring.
Yes,
It
so
depends.
we have, it depends. We have two versions of our catering. We have version 1 where if it's for like a smaller party, you can order crepes and we can sit down and develop a menu to your taste. And then we have a second option which we, mám říct, že začínáme určitě něco nové.
Ne. Ale že si vždycky sedneme a domluvíme se na tom, co mají rádi, co si představují a ten jídelníček vlastně poskládáme s tím klientem.
And then for the second version, we have where we actually send somebody out. And for that one, it's usually for a party of, I would say, 10 to 30 and up. Our biggest party was a party of 40. And there we sit down with the client, we discuss what is their, I guess, their guest taste profile, what crepes do they prefer for the event, would they want sweet crepes, would they want savory, would they want both, would they want dessert, and then from there we build up the catering event.
A vlastně, že my máme malou kapacitu té restaurace, takže když chtějí udělat ten event u nás, tak je to maximálně do těch 30-40 lidí. Pokud je to víc lidí, vždycky jezdíme na místo.
And we can do like catering inside the restaurant. Inside for special events, we have that limit capacity of around 35 people per party,
Maximum.
about maximum.
Amazing. Tell us about the mascot.
So our mascot is, as I said before, about a 7-foot French bulldog. And we are,
Můžeš
with the,
klidně říct, že nemáme pro něho jméno.
right now we actually
to
do not
pořád
have a
ještě.
name for this mascot. So
Oh.
if people have opinions on what we should name the dog, we would be greatly appreciated. And
We should start a contest.
We should have a contest on Name the Dog.
absolutely, we would be definitely open to a contest.
Sinfulcrepes.com, 561-509-7309. You go hold business meetings there. They are open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 9 to 4. Remember that. Don't go there at 5. People showed up the next day thinking the party was the day after.
I know.
So don't do that. Make sure you keep your schedule straight. These guys didn't even know it was Friday. Gio. What I'm intrigued is you've been open a year and a few months, right?
Yes.
Would you wake up one day and say, I'm going to put crepes together? The mom decide, okay, we're going to do crepes today? Because you have other restaurants.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do
another
have a
restaurant.
sushi place.
And that one's been open longer?
That one actually has been open since 2014. We came to this restaurant in late 2019.
My jsme koupili stávající
My jsme
biznis,
to-
fungující
my
restauraci
jsme to
10
skoupili.
let. 10 let byla restaurace
Jo, a když jsme to
fungující
koupili?
2023.
23.
22.
We actually, so the restaurant was open since 2014. We acquired it in 2022. So we have had sushi restaurants since 2022. In that time, we expanded the restaurant due to popular demand, and then we had a remaining lease for the old place. So, as you said, from one day to another, we basically decided what's not in this area, what's becoming popular. Why not crepes?
Why not?
Why not?
And you're coming up with some different types of crepes, different ideas. You're going to be doing seafood crepes, right?
Yes.
And caviar crepes.
Mm-hmm. We are preparing new items to the menu, such as crepes with caviar and crepes of lobster. We currently have a crepe called the salmon fumet. It is a crepe with cornichons, smoked salmon, and cream cheese.
It's like a bagel crepe.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, but that must be a huge bagel. It's a big crepe.
It's a huge bagel.
Unbelievable.
And is your background, Anthony, in the food business?
So my currently background is I am a third-year mechanical engineering student at Florida Atlantic University. So I do not have any background in food industry. I just
You're
learn
the
as
one
I
that
go.
makes the dogs.
I am.
With the
I am.
machine.
Yep. The
Musíš
dogs
říct, já si
are.
to vždycky vymyslím a ty musíš přijít na to, jak to provést.
Basically, what Mama just said is, I am the engineer in the family, so she dreams it and says realize it. I don't care how you do it, you do it. So, Sinful Crêpes, it's a fully 3D printed design of the restaurant. We have roughly 144 3D printed French bulldogs ranging in sizes. We print them in-house, so if you go to our restaurant, in the back of the restaurant, you can see the 3D printer going day and night 3D printing these bulldogs. We have 3 sizes, from one of the small bulldogs ranges in about hour and 45 minutes. The middle size ranges about that 3 to 5 hours, and the large ones take about 6.5 to 9, depending on the machine. And the
Pro
total
spoustu lidí je to vlastně i taky zážitek, že to nikdy slyšeli o tom, ale nikdy to neviděli, jak to v praxi funguje, takže to je taková atrakce.
Yes. So, as I said before, the restaurant took about a total of 900 hours to print, and for a lot of people, when they see the 3D printing, they've heard about it, but they never saw it in action, so it's a great attractions, and a lot of people go and stare at it, because it is mesmerizing. It goes for hours on end, and from personal experience, I have sat down for about 2 hours, just completely get lost in the movement of the machine.
Now, I notice that sometimes also for children, you'll put one of these bad boys together with crayons so that the kids can color it.
Yes, so so we actually have, for when kids come into the restaurant, we have a little white French bulldogs that we give to the table, and we give washable markers onto the table as well, so we unleash their creativity. So all their electronic devices go on the side. They have a French bulldog to color.
It's so cute.
It's unbelievable.
They color, and then they take it home. They can also wash the dog as well, so they can start over. So it's an unlimited creative process.
That is
Yeah,
adorable.
They've thought of
Sustainability.
different angles on this thing.
All right. And what are your hours? How many days a week? Hours that you're open?
So we are open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, all holidays.
So you're open for the 4th of July?
We will be open for the 4th of July from 9 to 4.
Wow.
Good. I'll be right down the street.
That's incredible. That's amazing. All right. Phone number to reach Sinful Crêpes is 561-509-7309, or visit their website at sinfulcrepes.com, located at 1050, I believe it is, 1050 Gateway Boulevard. So 95 to Gateway, head west to the traffic light, and it's right there on the south side of the street. Got it?
Got it. Yeah,
Right.
I know exactly where it is. I think it's fabulous. And then you're going to be offering the opportunities for people to buy into the business, franchising.
absolutely.
We're talking about in the green room, about how you're going to be giving them an opportunity to buy into the business, and if they're looking for the mom and pop style of business. You're not looking for corporate. And so the corporate guys that I know, they went, don't ask, because they want to keep it simple. They want to keep it fresh, which I think is amazing, that you are able to offer that to people and businesses. And also that if financing is needed on this thing, I talked to Janet and I talked to the other gentleman, they will give opportunities for financing if it's needed to buy in. So it's all there. All you got to do is want it.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
We thank you for the opportunity.
All right, check out Sinful Crêpes this weekend. Why not? Try it. And if not this weekend, join us next Thursday. Yes, Anthony, Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Midday, Brooklyn Cafe show on location. Sinful Crêpes. Misha, you going to be there?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
You guys got sweetened condensed milk.
We do have the Dolce de Leche sauce.
Sweet and condensed
Wow,
milk.
see, they know what they
We do.
like.
I grew up on that, on crepes with that.
Crepes with
You like crepes with sweet and condensed milk.
Yep.
Now, Mona Lisa went there with crew yesterday. How did you? What did you see? Anything that give you a feel, a vibe, something different? Because you came in here singing and dancing, and
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first thing that you
so cute. And it's just like colorful. Like, so when you walk in and you see all the colors, you're just happy, and it kind of evokes that emotion, and it makes you just want to just be there. So I really enjoyed being there. I enjoyed my time there, and I can't wait to actually go back and get some crepes.
Then the cappuccino was delicious also.
Yeah, the coffee was unbelievable.
Wow.
The colors are thriving. You know, it's really interesting because we're in the studio with a lot of color and a lot of movement. It gets a frequency, and then you combine it with food. I never thought that if you could do that together, it will work out. But I think I think that the dog thing is clever. So it's unusual. You're not a vet.
Nope.
She told me they thought they were a vet when they first opened.
You know, I saw the Mona Lisa when I was in Paris.
Yes.
Kind of
Smaller than that, right?
a lot smaller than that, yes. But it's kind of like she's a new pop-up vibe, Mona Lisa, and you're a new pop-up vibe, French crepe place. Pretty cool to bring old and new together.
It's true because your emphasis is crepes, however you can imagine. People go to a diner or a restaurant and they'll look at the crepes, and then what they bring them is something usually looks like a pancake. Linda used to order crepes, and I said, but that's not a meal. She says, no. But this is different.
This is a meal.
Yeah, this is different. This is a whole plate of stuff that goes in there, so kind of unusual.
All right, let's take a quick break. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. We're going to see you Wednesday at Sinful Crêpes, unless you get there before we do. You're all invited. More to come on the other side of this break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Ding ding, here we are at the favorite chocolate store.
Schur's Chocolate. If you could have smell-o-vision in this space, oh my gosh. Tell us about Schur's Chocolate.
Well, we hand make almost everything in chocolate. We do it all in the back room here. We have a workshop back there. We just love what we do.
Everything's here from Easter bunnies to truffles to mints to, I see this toffee pretzel crunch.
It's probably our best seller. Everybody loves, when they come in, some people are a little grumpy when they walk in, but when they leave, they're happy. Everybody.
That's the way chocolate works.
Nobody ever leaves unhappy. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you can spell chocolate, you come here, they got it. It's everything.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
At Genix, we believe skincare should be both powerful and purposeful. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Powered by women, made for everyone. Packed with bovine placenta, a rare regenerative ingredient rich in growth factors and nutrients. Infused with collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and coconut oil. Each ingredient is powerful on its own, but even better together. Feel the science, see the glow. Shop Genix now at genixbeauty.com.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
This Day in History is brought to you by PRP Wine International. June 27, 1759, British General James Wolfe begins the Siege of Quebec, launching a major campaign against French forces during the French and Indian War, which would ultimately lead to the pivotal Battle of the Plains of Abraham. June 27, 1778, the Liberty Bell returns home to Philadelphia after being hidden in Allentown during the British occupation, following the British Army's departure from the city. June 27, 1844, Joseph Smith, the founder of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church, is killed by an armed mob while jailed in Carthage, Illinois. Smith and his brother Hiram were imprisoned on charges related to the destruction of a printing press that had published critical materials about Smith and the church. June 27, 1864, during the Atlanta campaign of the U.S. Civil War, Union General William T. Sherman launches a frontal assault on Confederate defenses at the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain, Georgia. The attack is unsuccessful, resulting in significant Union casualties, but Sherman continues his campaign to capture Atlanta. June 27, 1922, the first Newbery Medal for Children's Literature is awarded to Hendrik Willem van Loon for his book The Story of Mankind, recognizing outstanding contributions to American children's literature. This Day in History is brought to you by PRP Wine International.
Welcome to AMP2 Network. Today's segment is about National Onion Day. Here are some interesting facts on this national holiday. Number 1. The founding of NOA. The National Onion Association, or NOA, founded in 1913, was created to protect the interests of America's onion growers, along with their business going strong to this day. Today, the group represents over 500 onion producers, shippers, packers, and suppliers across the country. Number 2. The biggest onion. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the biggest onion ever was cultivated by Peter Glazebrook, a British farmer, who grew a massive onion in 2011. That weighed just under 18 pounds. Number 3. Who's cutting the onions? We cry when cutting onions because they release a gas called propanethyl S oxide, which irritates the eyes and triggers tear production as a protective response. This gas is formed when the onion cells are damaged, which is caused by cutting onions. The crying usually occurs about 30 seconds after you cut an onion open. The tearing starts to slow down after about 5 minutes of cutting. Thanks for listening to today's segment on the AMP2 Network. Now let's get back to the show.
I'll see your countdown.
And we're back. Yes, we're changing gears, changing positions.
All right, so before we go on to see what the crew's doing as far as marketing and everything else, you have to wish Chloe a very happy birthday.
Yes.
Our very own Chloe Matthew? I don't think there's an H.
Matthew?
Chloe, how do you pronounce your last name?
Smurf.
How do you say it? Matthew. Chloe Matthew, a very happy
AKA Smurf.
22nd birthday. So, I guess she doesn't do eggs, she doesn't do dairy, so we're trying, she doesn't do chicken.
She doesn't do I don't know what the kid eats.
We can get you a can of sardines and a candle, so I think that's what you're having for breakfast. So happy birthday, Chloe.
Should we sing her happy birthday?
What'd you have? I know you
Sardines?
did. I know.
She said sardines?
I saw the sardines in the
Chloe,
studio.
come so we can sing happy birthday to you.
Do you want to sing happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
You want to come to the camera?
Chloe.
Here, come sit.
To you. I'm gonna
Say
tell
hi
you.
to the camera, Chloe.
Caveman, when he sings, he sounds like he's giving birth. Holy
Happy birthday
smokes.
to you. Did you have a nice birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My parents were at work.
So my sister drove me to Barnes and Nobles, and I bought some books.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
All right, so our crew is moving around doing their thing, eating their protein bars. I think it's been a great week, a productive week, a lot of good stuff happening.
Look at them. Look at them eating. Yeah, put it back on them. Go ahead. They got you eating. Look at Mona Lisa smile.
Exposed.
All right, so Layla, what's happening on our marketing department and our newsletter side of things?
Oh, that's great.
How you doing?
You see in the reflection?
Yep. Just grab the mic.
Grab the mic. In the back?
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
We went to the art gallery yesterday. I'm telling you what we did yesterday?
What's happening on the cafe front? Yeah.
What's the new stuff going on?
We did an event, what's happening? I don't know what's happening.
She forgot what she is.
We went to the art gallery to check it out because we're having an event there on the 10th, and it went really well, and we got really good footage. And stay tuned because we're going to push out a bunch of fun editing stuff for that. And the June newsletter is coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that as well.
It's a very effective tool, that newsletter.
She does a great job.
She does. And rapid fire, she does more. She just keeps pumping it out there.
Thanks.
And how did Gen X? What are we doing with Gen X? Who wants to make the announcement for Gen X? Well, don't all everybody jump at once.
The announcement of Brooklyn 50, 50% off.
50% off?
So we might be shooting at a undisclosed location next week.
And Glow 15.
Yes, so we are in the works of creating a code, Glow 15, that'll give you 15% off your first order, because Brooklyn 50 is going to be, it's limited. It's going to be ending quite soon, so take advantage of it. It's 50% off. That's practically buy one, get one. You get 2 products for the price of one, which is insane. So, yeah, use Brooklyn 50 at genxbeauty.com before it's gone, and then we'll have some stuff in the future for you.
How many Gen X products are there?
2.
Just 2?
Face cream and an eye cream.
That's it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it's bisexual, men, women?
Yes.
Yes.
That you use the wrong term for sure.
I think it's unisex, but
it's unisex. Yeah. It's Gen X.
It's bisexual.
But okay.
Yeah.
Put the camera on G-Man. There you go. I'm sorry. What was that? Bisexual?
Yeah.
G-sexual?
Let's just say it's all inclusive.
But it's okay.
It does everything you need.
It's inclusive
and
to
it's
any
for
gender.
Everyone.
Yes. Gen X is for everyone, and yes. Yeah.
Even G-sexual.
I have to tell you,
Any
though,
sexual.
I love my Gen X. Every morning and every night, I use the eye cream first, and I layer it, and it feels so great on my puffy eyes in the morning. Because I wake up in the mirror, and I think, oh my gosh, I got to shower first before I put on my Gen X, because then it can absorb and sit. And then I rub in the rest of what's the eye cream in my hand. So it helps with dark spots. You know, instead of washing your hands, just rub it in your hands, and it moisturizes your hands, because the first sign of aging is your hands and your neck. And then I've got some dark spots, so I put the eye cream first on my dark spots, and then I layer it with the face cream. And then I can put the face cream on my hands and on my neck, and Freddie calls it your chest, your décolleté, ladies. Yeah. Put it all in your chest. Don't forget to put your sunscreen on, because it does not have sunscreen in it, but it is super hydrating and nourishing, and it just gives you this fresh glow for my age and for their age. So it's a great product, even because of the sun and summer. Use it, hydration, and more hydration. Look, my hands are looking, I think, a little bit better.
A little bit better, and they don't look bad. Gio, do you use Gen X? Because you're a soccer player, and you're like in the field all day with the grass.
Yes.
He's learning.
All the time.
In the field. There you have it. There he is, in the park. How are you, Gio, in the park?
I got the jersey. I'm in the park, sitting on the bench in the park currently.
That's right. Watch the dogs, because they do poo-poo on your feet.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Gio's agreed to come with us tonight, so come on down, take a picture with Gio, Mona Lisa. Who was it?
They have a great deal for tonight's show, by the way.
What's the
it's
deal?
buy one, get one free.
Is that why you invited us? Because it's buy one, get one?
I didn't know it was. No, that's why we're covering the cost for our crew to go, is because they gave us a great deal to go.
Wow.
For the group rate. So, and they
Who's
will
going to be acting as Jesus Christ?
I got to look at the cast.
G-Man.
And see who it is. It's not G-Man. It's not G-Man. But if you want tickets for the rest of the weekend, just tell them you want the buy one, get one free. And they've got group rates. So it's, why not? Just have some fun.
Why not? Can
Why
I
not?
go?
That I don't know. I don't know if you can bring your own drinks in. But between Gen X and Jesus,
Is there a
we got
bar?
a great weekend lined up for you.
Is there a bar? Look at G-Man. G-Man has me taking a soda bottle.
Have you used the Gen X?
What?
You should use the Gen X.
I do use the Gen X, except that the lighting in here is horrendous. I got more light on me. I feel like I'm in the witness protection
I
program.
know, we're
in
looking
here.
a little yellow, but it's okay. But hopefully there'll be maybe an email going out today, Layla. We can blast out something great for people to save the date. 4th of July is next weekend, so it's a short week for people. So we wanted to remind everyone, save the date July 10th, save the date next Thursday. We're going to be at Sinful Crêpes on July 3rd. A lot of good things happening.
I got an idea,
Okay.
but I
Wanna
can't
bring
tell
Jesus
you
to
on the
Sinful
air
Crêpes? Okay.
because I got to get permission. But wouldn't it be nice if you go to these events and there are samples of Gen X?
We have some, and she says she's more than happy to send more.
So why don't tonight at the
I don't know
event?
about tonight, but maybe.
Why? There could be 1,000 people there.
You want it? You have a sample, no?
You used it? Oh, you don't remember if you used it? I think I used it. Let me see.
But for 50% off on Brooklyn 50, it's a no-brainer. It's like
Soon to be Glow 50.
It's like well, this is 50% off.
And what's Glow?
15. So
Oh,
that's going to
wow.
be the first time. So I'm telling you.
You better order now. I guess that's
stock
what
up
Heather
and
was saying.
Save now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You can even save it for
Girl math.
anything. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I
50%.
might get 2 of each.
Oh,
so
Lise.
it's like
You're
buy
funny.
one, get one. It's like the tickets today. It's like a BOGO. Don't you think? Heather, it's a BOGO. So
That's a girl math.
2 face creams, 2 eye creams. It'll last you 2 months, and you're only paying for 1. I think it's a win-win all the way around.
You're hilarious. The way you guys, women all think the same?
No. No. Why do men all think the same? Yes.
Yeah, we don't add numbers. To us, if it's at 300, if it's 150, it's the same difference.
You're not gonna pay it. We gonna pay it. So
But it's good. We guys got plans for the weekend?
I think it's not a plan. It's not a reserved date or anything. But I'm gonna hunker down and I'm gonna study hard because I have my Class E learner's permit test.
Oh,
next
good
week.
for you.
That's
Congratulations. Do you have to keep it for a year or
No,
how long?
immediate. You can go immediately into the. Well, I can't because I've never driven before. But since I'm over 18, you don't have to keep it for a year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Can you get the permit and the driving
Well,
license
I
the
don't know
same
how to
day?
drive. I gotta learn how to drive.
Trust.
before.
Can
But,
you,
like,
can
people
you
like-
get the both
I
of them
could
at the
teach you.
same day, or you gotta wait?
No, I'm gonna take the learner's permit. I'm gonna learn how
He's
to
got to learn how to
drive,
drive first.
and then
he's gonna
I'm
get his
gonna
license.
take the practice.
Gio teach you how to drive.
Judah got no car.
That's
You just
crazy.
get your driver's
That
license
doesn't
since
mean
you're
you don't know how to
18?
drive.
He's Italian, bro. Zoom zoom in fifth
I
gear.
thought you can just go straight to your license when you're 18. I thought learner's permits would only for when you're 15
16.
or 16.
16
It's
and
still like
younger.
it's a theory and
But
then
he's
a
got
like
to
it's
pass the
theory
driving test.
No, but you can pass the driver's test without having a permit.
You could pass the driver's test and get your license. You don't need a
That's what I'm
permit.
saying.
But
Like,
but he
just-
doesn't know how to
learn how to
drive.
No, I'm saying you can learn how to drive, but you don't need a permit. You can just drive, and they wouldn't know.
You did not hear that here at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Yeah, I
We
don't
do
know
not
what you're
condone
talking about. Don't you
learning
need
to
a
drive
permit?
without
talking
learner's
about?
permit.
There's
Don't
parking
you need
lots
a
for a
permit to get a
reason.
driver's license?
No,
You don't?
I've been driving since
Yeah,
12.
but you ain't got either. So it makes
For real.
So just go get your driver's license. I'll teach you how to drive.
I'll teach you how to drive.
Yeah, no, don't
Everyone
even
keeps
waste
saying
Wait,
that.
hold on,
Nobody-
because I wasn't paying
nobody
attention.
followed through on that promise.
I wasn't
'Cause you
paying
never
attention to this
pulled up.
conversation.
I never
Don't even
knew
waste
he
your
needed
time.
it.
Don't even waste your time getting your permit. Just get
Yeah.
your license.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't paying attention, but now that I am, yeah, I agree with
I'm
them.
gonna get my permit.
All right, what's the top driving tip?
Don't stress out.
Bro, when you see yield sign,
Use your blinker.
Don't,
you
don't
yield.
do illegal U-turns.
You see U-turns, you don't do U-turns.
Don't cut people off.
Get me? Don't, I mean,
Don't pull out
I
when
don't know about
someone's
that.
going like 80 miles
it depends
an hour.
on who you got to cut off. You know what I'm
The
saying?
only advice that I could give is it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are, you always have to react to other people. Like, you could be the best driver in the world and still get into an accident here in South Florida
Defensive
because people
driving,
are crazy
he's telling you.
sometimes.
And then I'm
You
gonna
gotta drive
give
defensive.
you a piece of advice. If you're going to learn to drive, do not have somebody next to you who speaks alien. So when they say to you, you're gonna make that illegal U-turn, right? That's more of an order,
See,
not a
Chloe's
question.
leaving us.
Bye, Chloe. Happy
See,
birthday.
Chloe, happy birthday. So
That's more
Freddie's
of a,
tripping.
That's more of a. I did it
gave
because
you a
I thought he was
question
telling me to do it.
Because I told you that why. The people around my place of town, we bust those every day. You get me?
You
I thought
bust
you was
them?
doing it. So I asked you a question. Are you doing it?
No, you said you're doing
I mean,
the U-turn right.
9 times, not okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If there is an
Break it.
intersection that says no U-turn, but I can easily make a U-turn, I'm making a U-turn.
I'm busting it.
If
I've
it's
done
like
it multiple
if it's
times.
a tiny intersection, I get it. Like I'm not gonna be able to cut my wheel enough to make
Hold
that
on a
turn.
second.
I
Did
won't.
you just say that an illegal U-turn you were gonna do it?
If I have enough room, yeah, because I think
It's
it's
gonna give
stupid
you
that I'm gonna have to
$168
drive
ticket.
3
Oh,
more.
man.
I just look
He
out for
remembers
cops.
the price.
The
You
cop was
weren't-
right there.
You weren't looking out well enough. I'm sorry, that's
We
on
didn't
you.
see that.
I
That's on
never
you.
saw the sign.
I saw the sign. I didn't see the cop.
So you gotta be vigilant.
I saw
you gotta
the
look for
cop,
the
I
sign,
didn't
look for
see
the
the
cop,
sign.
Then make your choice. Then make.
And
your
let me
decision.
ask you, when you get on a highway and it says yield, does that mean like step on the gas?
Yes.
That means
Yes.
step on the
That
gas.
means
So
step on the
then-
gas.
Definitely, because if she didn't,
So if a truck is coming at us,
You
that I
just
can
step on the
shake his
gas and you
hand,
go.
that's supposed to happen?
you can see the
Okay, if
truck
you don't have
drivers.
enough room, you're obviously gonna stop and wait for the truck to go and go. But
You
if you got
should've
enough
heard-
room, you give it gas and you go.
You should
give
have
it
heard
gas
this
and you
guy
go.
screaming.
He keeps saying I screamed. Like,
Did he scream in the
I
car?
yelled.
I
It was
don't
a
know.
No, you were
motivational
calm.
yell.
That was a compliment.
He wasn't calm.
It was a
No,
motivational
no.
yell.
Jay was calm. I thought she
Not a
fainted.
scream, okay?
Jay didn't say 2 words. I thought
Jay
she
was
fainted.
tripping. She was shocked or
But
something.
you started
You
screaming.
love this driving
Yelling.
advice?
Yeah. In this studio, anything you tell about your life, you're gonna get so much advice, and half of it's gonna ruin your life.
Yeah, don't take advice from Freddie about dating, driving.
Do not kiss and drive at the same time. Unless you're in the
Paul Walker.
passenger seat.
That's not a motion.
What?
Unless you're in the passenger.
Okay.
Unless you're in the passenger seat, don't do that. Right, Gio?
Unless you're in the back of a limousine.
Yes.
Gio's working hard on the audiobook. I think everyone's kind of
Yes.
Flaked
tired
out?
this week. No, I think it's been a busy couple weeks. It's nice to have you back. It's nice to know
Would
that
you stop
we're
saying
back
that?
rocking
People were
and rolling.
asking me if I was like in intensive care or something. Stop saying that.
You were away last
We
week.
might have been.
You were there away the week before.
But it's nice to have everyone back and doing. Jay's back, and who else is back? Layla's back. People are back from vacation. So it's kind of, we keep rocking and rolling, go and do what we got to do.
You're hilarious.
You know, it's nice. It was nice to have Josh back last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? We hadn't seen him in a little bit.
That's why I
Instagram
stayed.
Josh. Instagram Josh.
Oh my gosh. You ready to wrap this up?
Yep.
All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, as my people say. Have a wonderful weekend. If you want to join us tonight at Jesus Christ Superstar or get your tickets at palmbeachtheater.org. More to come on that. Stay safe, and we'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.